Welcome to Safe Money Retirement Radio with your host, Tim Wood. Tim is a certified financial fiduciary and a no-market risk retirement and income specialist, and the owner of SafeMoneyRetirement.com, primarily serving Western North Carolina, East Tennessee, and Southwest Virginia. But he's sought after nationally for his expertise in helping people secure their retirements. Mr. Wood is a licensed life insurance professional in multiple states and specializes in working with people who are near retirement and those who have already retired with wealth management, income planning, and asset protection strategies. And now, here to talk with you about no market risk retirement planning, your host, Tim Wood.
Welcome to Safe Money Retirement Radio. I'm Tim Wood, an asset and retirement protection specialist. I recently had the honor of interviewing top US Economist and bestselling author Tom Hegna on my on-air radio show. Let's listen in today to some of that interview. Sometimes annuities get a lot of bad press. I think it's because a lot of people that give opinions don't really understand annuities. What do you think?
Well, as far as the bad press, the only bad press I see is from people who have an agenda to have you not put your money in annuities. They want you to put your money with them. And there's one particular person on the radio and on the TV a lot. He's got very high fees. And so, you know, who could he pick on? He couldn't pick on Vanguard or Fidelity. They got lower fees than he does. He couldn't pick on a lot of different things. And then he had to have something where somebody could just sign here, and transfer the money to him. So he looks around the landscape. There's a lot of things with high fees. Real estate has high fees, options, futures, crypto. I mean, there's a lot of things with high fees. Gold, commodities, they all have high fees. But he had to find something that you could just sign here, and transfer your money to him. So he picked on variable annuities, but he doesn't say variable annuities. He says all annuities. Well, that is totally false. And so, you know, I think you just got to be very careful when you see somebody says, don't ever do this, because they've got an agenda. Why don't you read the works of Dr. David Babel, Dr. Moshe Milevsky, Dr. Menachem Yari, Dr. David Finke, Dr. Wade Pfau, Dr. David Blanchett? These are the smartest people in the world around retirement, and you're not going to get any of that negative annuity stuff from the people who've studied retirement.
That's very true. And why I like your book so much is you give all those details from those top PhDs about retirement. And I 100% agree that people should stay far away from variable annuities. I spell that out very plainly in my book. Anyone that's read it has gotten that message loud and clear. Tom, I'm pretty sure the phones will light up. So let me tell our listeners how they can take the next step. Do you have significant retirement savings exposed to risk? Are you worried about outliving your retirement money? What about inflation risk, long-term care risk, legacy risk, spousal survivorship risk? And the list of risks goes on and on. What if we could start removing some of that risk from your retirement? Call me now. We've got complimentary copies of Tom Hegna's book, Don't Worry, Retire Happy. We will send you absolutely free with no obligation as our gift to you of learning. You can reach us at 844-905-SAFE. Knowledge without action is a wasted resource. So again, give us a call, get your free copy of Tom's book, 844-905-7233, and find out how to apply the knowledge you've learned today from Tom. Tom, are you concerned about inflation? And if so, how does guaranteed income become part of the plan to manage inflation?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm concerned about inflation. I mean, I go to the gas pump. Gas prices are, 50% higher or 80% higher than they were a year and a half ago. You go to the store, everything's costing more. McDonald's, I went in there, got a Big Mac, fries, and a drink. It was like $12. I mean, this stuff used to be like $4, $5, $6. So, I mean, I see it every single day. And the problem is when you retire, when you were working, you had a paycheck and you'd get pay raises every so often. Your income would go up. When you retire, you're probably not going to get much in pay raises. So, your Social Security may have a minor inflation protection. But if you've got an annuity, then you want to have multiple annuities like me and Dr. David Babel, or you want to invest some other money in things that do go up in times of inflation. And typically real estate goes up in times of inflation, typically stocks, typically commodities. So there are some things that typically rise in times of inflation. But I will say this, when markets crash, if you remember, what happened last time the market crashed? What went down? There's one word. Everything went down. Stocks went down. Bonds went down. Gold went down. Oil went down. Crypto went down. Like, everything went down. You know what didn't go down? My life insurance didn't go down. My annuity check didn't go down. Those things didn't go down. So you want to have some things that when everything else goes down, they don't go down, so that you can still live a happy and successful retirement. Because markets will correct. They'll come back. They will come back. But you don't want to have all your money in the market and be taking money out when the market's falling. You want to have places that you can take money out that aren't going down, because that's the fastest way to run out of money, is taking money out of a downward market.
That's true. And just to elaborate on what Tom just said there, a great way to fight inflation is to have multiple smaller lifetime income annuities. That way you can turn them on. It's what in my book I call a ladder plan. You can basically turn them on one at a time when you need one and let the rest continue to grow while you don't need them. It's a brilliant plan to beat inflation. Thanks for that, Tom. Stay tuned to Save Money Retirement Radio for more questions and answers with top US economist and best-selling author Tom Hegna. Well, I'm about out of time, and I would like to thank you for listening to Save Money Retirement Radio. If you're serious about your financial future, give me a call, and together we'll get your retirement savings on the fast track to accumulate while reducing exposure to market risk. Thanks for listening, and until next time at the same time, I'm Tim Wood, reminding you to stay safe so you can step into a secure future.
You've been listening to Safe Money Retirement Radio with your host, Tim Wood. Find out how to guarantee that your hard-earned money is safe with locked-in returns that will never go down due to market risk, so you can have the future that you deserve. Call Tim Wood now for your free copy of his #1 best-selling book, Safe Money Retirement, Your Game Plan for Success, along with the free Safe Money Retirement Information Kit at 844-905-SAFE. That's 844-905-7233. Or visit him online for more details at safemoneyretirement.com. The preceding information does not represent tax, legal, or investment advice. Surrender charges apply to base contracts. Optional lifetime income benefit riders are used to calculate lifetime payments only and are not available for cash surrender or in a death benefit unless specified in the annuity contract. Fees may apply. Guarantees are based on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the insurance company. No information presented today should be acted upon without meeting with a qualified and licensed professional. Obviously, by calling us now, you are just taking the first step towards protecting your retirement. It's important that you read all insurance contract disclosures carefully before making a purchase decision. Rates and returns mentioned on this program are subject to change without notice.
Money makes the world go around. She's around. The birds go around. She's around the back of my head.
You're listening to Safe Money Retirement Radio.
Money, 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 money.
The market goes up and the market goes down. It always has, and it always will. But if you are in or near retirement, do you have time to wait for the market to go through these cycles? Think about it. Having your money invested in the market is like walking next to the edge of a cliff. What if you lose your step? What if the edge gives way? What if a strong wind blows you over the side? It's good to stay away from the edge of disaster in life. And when it comes to being exposed to financial risk, it's no different. Shouldn't you at least try to protect the money you depend on for your retirement income? Call now for a complimentary copy of the Safe Money Retirement book. Our number is 844-905-SAFE. That's 844-905-7233.
I think I lost it. Let me know if you come across it. Somehow these clowns lost $800 million overnight.
Safe Money Retirement Radio.
Overnight.
Are you age 59 and a half or older and still working? Did you know that you may be able to move some or all of your retirement money to an individual retirement account without any taxes? Why keep your money in your employer's plan with management fees, exposure to significant market risk, and limited options for guaranteed lifetime income that you cannot outlive? What will happen to your plan at work if the market crashes? Call Tim now for retirement planning that will protect what you've worked so hard for and create a retirement that is safe and secure. Call 844-905-SAFE. That's 844-905-7233.
There is nothing quite as wonderful as money.
Safe Money.
There is nothing quite as beautiful as cash.
Retirement Radio.
We've got to have money.